Good morning, YouTube. Well, if you were watching yesterday's video, you would have seen that the Camry didn't want to start. It's an '02 Camry with about 190,000 on it, and I jumped it to get it going, but I didn't really figure out what the problem is. So let's start with seeing what it wants to do as far as cranking up this morning. It actually cranked up, but it's a very slow crank. Since I've got it running, let's see what the voltage is on the system. I actually thought it would not start today. I mean, overall, it's a smooth running machine. Volts DC. Well, I'm going to stand in front of the camera, but that's life. I got 14.27, 26, somewhere in there. So the alternator is putting out really nice power. Out of curiosity though, let's see what the battery is like sitting here by its lonesome. $12.85. So maybe it's just a bad connection here. Maybe that's what's causing me some problems in starting. I got a little bit of what would they say, flavor going on that battery post. So let me clean that up because the connections are all nice and tight. And yeah, see if I can't get this squared away a little. Well, I think I got it figured out. I don't think the battery is bad. If I have to make a guess, the connections were very tight, but there is just so much crud in here, and a minimum, but again, there's just so much of this oxidation crud shit. I believe I'm probably just not getting a good connection. And that is what's going on. Hey tubers, I'm bringing you back because I found out what the real problem is here. It appears that this battery connection just will not go tight enough. And that's what's going on. So I'm going to get this off. Maybe another bolt. Maybe I might have to buy a new friggin' connection. But that is what is going on here. A nut and a Phillips screw. That's what it is. Success. It's out. All right. So now I'll figure out if I can't just jury rig this connection tighter by giving it some squeeze, or if I'm going to just go buy a whole new post. Okay, I hope you got a good view. This is going to be the down and dirty fix, I hope. I'm just going to try to deform the shape of it a little bit so that it's squeezing here and still spaced where I can use the original nut and bolt. So I actually think I want to put a spacer in there. I've just grabbed an old file that I can slip in here. Whoop. Let's see what that does for shape. Hey, that actually might have done it, guys. I think it's going to need a little more refining to make sure everything lines up. It's precision tools. When you've got precision tools like this, you know you're in good shape. There we go. Now, it's on. It feels much tighter than before. Let's try putting the, let me go see if I can just find something else that'll work instead of this setup. I'm back, and believe it or not, all I could find in my toolbox was the exact same setup that was in here. A Phillips screw with a nut. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully though, because it's brand new, not corroded, I'll be able to tighten the hell out of everything. Oh yeah. Now that's the big difference. Okay. Both of those connections are rock solid tight, which is what you want for your battery post connections. Anything less and you're just cheating yourself. Let me go get a 10mm wrench so I can tighten that thing in the back. I'll tell you what, there is nothing like having a full, complete set of good wrenches. There we go, that's snug. And I guess the moment of truth is, how quickly does this thing crank over? Because before, it was cranking kind of slow. I'll let you sit here, and I'll go in here. Well, cranked over, that's always a good start. This is actually the old battery from the truck when I was trying to figure out what was what. 14.2726. So the alternator is putting out great power. Now hopefully this battery will spruce up a little over time just by the fact that it hasn't been charged in months and just been sitting in the yard. But like I said, it's a year newer than the battery that was in here. But I believe the real problem was probably just battery corrosion and connection. And about half the time, that's what'll tell you the no start. I mean, look at that. Come on. The corrosion on the post, that's just going to stop the current from flowing. I gotta tell you, this thing sounds like it's running really smooth. Oh, and just a quick update on the Tundra. I'm getting the part tomorrow. It'll come by Rock Auto. They said Wednesday, but now they're saying Tuesday. And I believe this should be less easily. Fixing this Tundra should take me less than an hour to put it back together. It's that simple.